Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is a psychiatric, self-therapeutic, multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, and obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach the heights, goals, and ambitions that we have set for ourselves, as well as those around us. If you'd like a brief introduction, a brief summary as to how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into domains of life, sub-series, analogies, so on and so forth, and check that out on the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years, straight to January 2021 and beyond for more updated versions. That being said, which will include the copyright-free music, live stream schedule, as well as how we divvy the stream, 15-minute live stream, into 3 phases with 11 segments and so on and so forth. So, down in second segment as usual. 2 main points. The first one, of course, is to solve A5 override. System override version 8.5 stands for a rule to break all other rules as a principle to free myself from the system itself and be purely practical and get whatever needs done most urgently done. Secondly, if you'd like to skip even this short and abridged introduction every live stream, just about a minute to a minute and a half into the live stream on YouTube, Facebook, just fast forward a little bit and you'll get right into the content, which is what we're going to start covering right now. What you see is what you get. Take a look on the screen. This phase 2 items, we have at least like 50 some odd photographs and screenshots. There's going to be a lot of photography, storytelling over the places we went, so traveling, purchases, recon, money, relationships, definite relationships, colleagues at the workplace, business partners, and so on and so forth, including like a little trip, I guess you would say. And we're going to dive right into some of this stuff right now in terms of collage. So I'm going to try and maximize and see which one it is that is going to be the prevailing one. Predominant. Okay, so we'll start with the top right hand side. This is collage, right, which we'll run through very briefly. You can see some clearance items at a Walmart. There's some stuff at the very top has to do with the lamp as well as travel. At the very bottom, I'm somewhere else inside the parking lot, near that kind of Walmart, just trying to eat something. Just because, and I was over there because I was trying to scout out a chair that I could buy off of clearance, obviously. And you can see me out there. It's after I left work. I'm somewhere quite far away from where I usually live, and at the very bottom, of course, you see all the food that I actually have inside that bag there. That's basically my makeshift dinner. Very bottom, and that's a gift item. I had to take a photograph because I received it from a colleague of mine. Very bottom is some collage, and then we're at the very top, of course, news. You can see that the weather, and we also have some audio recordings very clearly. So we'll touch upon that after this collage ends. We have blender bottles, juice animals. So that's basically running through some products I received from my domestic guardian, from my business partner, and I'm scanning out the nutritional facts for some of these things here. Again, we're trying to help her recover. And then we have this kind of stuff here. Money that I have to take out to give away and as reimbursement for my business partner. Even though she keeps insisting I don't have to pay, I just feel like I really should. She's done so much for us. And then we have here, we have the enzymes. We have this, the convention. And I wanted to take a photograph of that as well, since we'll be doing that in the next 72 hours, very rigorously. Also, we have some stuff to do with gaming, and that's supposed to be in the title, but I removed it because it's not in space. And so that's about everything. Also down there at the very bottom, most importantly, going to the Walmart while saving the UPC code. That's very important. Okay, so it's a long collage. There's a lot of stuff, right? So let's just dive into the most important stuff immediately. When there's no time to waste. Okay. All right, 2 audio recordings right here. 2 screenshots of audio recordings. Obviously the one on the right hand side is up to date. The one on the left is not. I want to say some very brief things about interactions. So yesterday, of course, the first day I was returning back to work after about 2 weeks roughly, and after the whole after everything went to shit, and then I had an outburst as I was trying to give them these kind of parting gifts and farewell. Needless to say, a lot of them tried to be enthusiastic in saying that they wanted to see me, they wanted me there. I hardly believe that. I'm fully aware that at least half of them must not want me to be there, or so I believe. That's something of a current theme. I keep saying stuff like this, because that's actually internalized thought process. So that's really how I believe, and they keep trying to convince me that's not. And TN has been amazing there, and it's clear some people really don't want me to be there. I think that's pretty obvious when they don't feel like batting an eye in my direction or whatever. And that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, I felt like sometimes I feel like it wasn't worthwhile, but whatever. That's that. And so I'm back in the workplace now, and well, it is what it is. I just want to capture something real quick. And when the recording's up here, one of my colleagues, I was returning from the Walmart. After having left work, I went to the Walmart and returned from the Walmart back to Res. I ran into one of my colleagues there as well, so it was just kind of iconic kind of thing. And apparently it was close to where she was living. That was around like 6 o'clock p.m. Alright, let's get rid of these things. So that's in terms of interactions. I just want to say, of course, the auto recordings, it's really, again, it's all about appreciation for the people that I now have in my life, whereas I used to have like nobody at all. That's what I'm used to. And they took a look at the live stream title. We're gonna get into Lala Land, right? So like, where are we going exactly? So, you know what? Let's start with convention. No, not convention at all. So I went to Walmart, right? Like you see here, and I took a snapshot of the UPC and SKU. So this is UPC code 62891562358 is a mainstay brand Carlington, or previously the Cranston folding chairs. So I just went out there to take a look. They did not have it, so we'll return to this in a moment. Over here is about the Business Convention Center, the Business and Cellular Research Convention. So, of course, it says right here very clearly. So here's an example of that, right? Jeannie Price, several guests, or the world better. Here's when the Jay Shetty's talk like a monk. Basically, it's a lot of just kind of self-improvement, kind of vague self-help guru type shit. I feel like a lot of people buy into this stuff when you're in a sort of like MLM based company. So you gotta be very picky about it. Regardless, this is the tour that they have, and it was an online sort of thing, online event. You can see all the bunch of conventions here, pretty cheap. It's like $25 each. And so it lasted 3 days, right? Bunch of guest speakers, and I'm going to start having to record these over the weekend. Of course, here's the email with it, the link to it, and so yeah, I'll start showcasing the process tomorrow. Here's something else I took a photograph of. So this is one of my it's like my brothers up there, and he's starting a tournament. It's like, this is way overdue. We are hosting a high-risk TOB tournament. Yeah, that's his own invented game mode. It's very impressive what he's doing. Very soon, with the help of some clans and various streamers. So if you wish to sign up, please contact me. So good luck with him with that, because and he is making a lot of progress. I'm very proud of him. CI digestive enzymes. So back to the whole USANA thing, right? Business and cellular research. We have here bromelain protease lipase. Recommended adult dose. Take 1 tablet 3 times daily with a meal. So this is of course the digestive enzymes, and here you can see all the milligrams and nutritional facts there. Basically, I want to get a capture of just how much. Same thing here with these animals: magnesium, zinc, selenium, and so on and so forth. Here's the NPM and everything each tablet contains. So this is the stuff that my business partner gave to my biological mother, and as she's been sick and stuff. Same thing here. Consult a physician if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, if your gallstones, gastrointestinal lesions, ulcers, so on and so forth. Anticoagulant agents, all that kind of medical jazz. And save the document right here. I'm gonna lower the volume. Right, so the PDFs, largely because I do want to reference these into the future, and so I want to see how much did it all cost exactly. And again, here's nutritional facts once again, as a whole. And I documented all of this, by the way. I documented all of this. Right, so as you see, USANA Health Sciences, Nutrimeal, vanilla, blended bottle, digestive enzymes, Usanimals, and plastic resealable bag. It's not resealable. I made a mistake. There's supposed to be a plastic. It's supposed to be a paper bag. But regardless, I took a look. So here's a Nutrimeal for $33.50 that my business partner gave to her. 4 other products: digestive Usana digestive enzyme, $35.50. You can see the retail price up there shows it differently, of course, naturally. And then Usanimals, $22.50. Because my biological mother can't have anything right now that's too heavy. Otherwise, she'll just throw it all up. So $22.50. So overall, about $98 after tax, but like $115. And so I've collected all of this. I've collated here. You can see all the Canadian dollar bills. So the 20, the 50 at the very back is the red one. The 20 is the green, obviously 10 and $5. So $115. I'm gonna pass over to reimburse my business partner. And again, she keeps insisting no. I'm like, how can you say no? There's no way I would accept that from you at this point. You've done so much for us. It's incredible. So that's KM, of course. She's again showing gratitude for the people in my life. She's an amazing person. Okay, now let's talk about this. So a little bit of politics and news. So we have news broadcast. Okay, so I was checking out the weather right there. It's like 19, 25 degrees. I had to figure out whether it's going to be raining because like I said, after work I went to get to the Walmart to check out the chair. At the meantime, I got distracted, and here's just something here about the Nipah virus or NIP from India. 188 cases as of yesterday. 12-year-old boy just died. Supposedly has a 40 to 70% rate fatality because of its encephalitis. So basically, a neurological brain infection. Long story short, that kills, and they don't have a treatment. And so there's this kind of alarm going there. There's like a highly more fatal virus. What if happens if? I think the worrisome thing is, you have this whole COVID-19 pandemic right now. Everyone's got it, and then you have the Nipah virus. And what happens is, there can be, if they happen to infect the same individual and they start to exchange genetic material through mutagenic damage and so on and so forth, the spreading of viral vectors between the two viruses, we may have an incredibly fatal COVID-19 virus. A variant far more dangerous than the Delta variant right now, which right now they're constantly overhyping the Delta variant as if it's more dangerous than it's supposed to be. But one thing's for sure, it won't be an over exaggeration of the danger if the Nipah virus gets to cross over to the COVID-19. So that's something into news and health, I suppose. But I hope that doesn't happen, right? Let's not go into that paranoid shit, right? Hopefully it doesn't happen. So back on news, just checking out the next couple of days. So it's getting cooler now. I'm not a meteorologist, but I'm just covering that. So that was important because, like I said, okay, so here we're gonna get to it in a second, right? But you can see some food here. This is what I took as I was on my way to the Walmart, and this is something that's a canister of cashews in this paper, like a brown paper, recycled paper, because it's a gift. It's a class 4 item from my colleague KRB. She's a great individual. She's very sweet, incredibly sweet woman, and she just treats me like her son really well. Okay, so you see here, best before date, trophy, roasted cashews with sea salt. So I documented that. Put it inside this bag here with plastic, and now we're finally talking about why the weather's important, and that's because after the workplace, I went and took a trip to Lala Land. So here you go. I was eating this food with banana and Jamaican coconut bun over here in this parking lot. It was a sweet, and I was sitting right here in this machine next to this MadVac machine. And the reason why this all happened is, of course, I was scouting out the Walmart, and there's here the local plazas, by the way. But this is only after I went to the Walmart. So the Jollibee and stuff, we went inside this Walmart right here with the clearance sale. I was looking for the mainstay Carlington brand chair. It was not there. Here's all the outdoor equipment. Not a single one here does it show a chair, a folding chair of any sort. Figured I might get some purchase of some drinks, but then I saw the lineup was ridiculous because it's after work, and so I decided to stop. And last but not least, so here, as I was returning from work at the plaza, got off the bus, sat on this bike rack nearby a school that I used to go to, so like a high school, and took some scenery where I used to walk to and from school. And so that's about it. There's some stuff I want to cover tomorrow morning regarding this light, but we can't do it in this live stream, so I'll see you then tomorrow then. So, because I gotta get to work, like I called in late today, but this is how I'm signing out.